Hey everyone, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Raycon. Look, good music is cool and good, but does it always sound cool and good? Unfortunately, the answer to that is no. In the words of Thomas Edison himself, "Doth music only slappeth if the device it cometh from is great." Which is why a lot of us stick to speakers or big clunky headphones because honestly, earbuds used to not be so good. But thankfully, the team over at Raycon has produced the everyday E25 earbuds. A nice snug earbud that sounds phenomenal at only half the price of other premium earbuds. They have 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, a nice, concise, and tight design that doesn't fall out when you're working out, and they come in a ton of colors to choose from so you can always match the fit. But you don't have to take my word for it. They have a 45-day free return policy, so you can check these bad boys out and return them if they're not the earbud for you, but surprise, they will be. Be sure to click my link in the description at buyraycon.com/scooch to get 15% off of your order. One more huge shout out to Raycon for sponsoring the video. You guys are great. These headphones are amazing. Now let's get into the content. League of Legends is a good game. That's it. That's the whole joke. Roll the credits. No, but honestly, we can't deny it. Even though a lot of us tend to make memes about how bad this game actually is. I mean, it's practically my career. I can almost guarantee that for most of us, League of Legends is in our top 5 most played games of all time, which isn't normal at all for an instance-based game. I mean, it's not a grindy MMORPG with a vast world to explore. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again, yet somehow we keep coming back for more. Why are we so hooked? Why have I personally met people who don't play video games but are diamond in League of Legends? This has always been an enigma to me. Enigma. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, this video is a sequel to a video that we released last week, where I delve into the reasons why a lot of us tend to pretend that we hate League of Legends, even though we don't actually do. And though that video isn't necessary to watch in order for you to understand this one, if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you check it out after this one because it's a banger. Okay, now let's dive in to why League of Legends is so addicting. Psychologically speaking, gaming has always tickled a pleasure center in your brain. It has given you a sense of accomplishment one way or another. Whether it's through slaying monsters or killing somebody in Street Fighter 2, whenever you win, your brain goes, "Oh, yeah." But the craziest thing about League of Legends is that it somehow went through history and added every single addicting aspect of gaming. Literally every single one. And I'll get into that right now. But before I do, did you know that the majority of the people watching this video are not subscribed to the channel? If you subscribe to the channel, you'll really help us out. We release videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I think that you'll enjoy being here because we do our best to make all the videos bangers. Okay, let's get into the content. Beating someone in a video game feels good, because it means that in that moment, you were the better player. But League of Legends amplifies that by exactly 5. When you beat someone in League of Legends, it feels good, but for a variety of reasons. Getting a solo kill or an outplay makes you feel like a god. Being up in CS basically means you're gonna be a god soon. And acing the enemy team basically shows that it has been #TeamDiff all along. But in League of Legends, with it being a MOBA and all, your small victories signify so much more. It's not like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter where you drain their health bar, shake their hand, and say GG. Every tiny victory is basically God coming down from the heavens, giving you a high five and going, "Alright kid, now do it again, but harder." Which comes in the form of snowballing. You don't just win in League of Legends, you take over. Someone started the game at the exact same spot as you and you grabbed them by the face and went, "Look here, bitch. This is my game." But it's not just player versus player, it's players versus players. If you can secure yourself a lead by innately just playing better than the other person, now you have the potential to carry your team because of how well you stacked up. Which is why this game is so fun when you play with a group of friends. We've all played in a 5-stack where we were the carry and the team was on our backs. And honestly, that feels pretty good. You could show off to your friends, look good in front of your e-girls or e-boys. You can even DM your game results to Seraphine and hope to God that she responds because she's real. And the list goes on. All of this makes the aspect of winning so much more enticing because it throws in a social aspect that most games lack. But though League of Legends in its nature is a PvP game, it's so much more than that. League of Legends is also an RPG. Yes, you go out and you kill the same minions, monsters, and people over and over and over again, but every time you do, you literally see yourself getting stronger. You go from being this shitty little single-cell organism to being a fucking monkey god in 20 minutes. Or if you're really unlucky, you stay a single-cell organism. Starting as a weak little punching bag with one ability to eventually becoming strong and only getting stronger. On top of that, your EXP can literally make you grow as a character. Shoutouts to Cho'Gath. And the gold gain from the things you kill allows you to spec into builds that change how you play on the fly. Which is cool as shit. You don't just unlock 4 abilities. You can get a weapon that lets you shoot further to be safe. You can get a weapon that lets you turn into gold when an enemy one-shots you in order to give yourself another chance to reposition. Or you can even get a weapon that gives you tank stats and AD and empowers your next auto and gives you attack speed and gives you fucking move speed and gives you 20% CDR, and I don't know why this item is so good. The idea that you can go from being this squishy little baby fuck to an unkillable tanky god on any character in the game is so enticing. Because though the gameplay is already chess, understanding items and builds is another level of chess that actually takes practice to get right. Or you can do what I do and just Google your builds. I mean, I was plat, it works. But all of this sounds normal. There are a ton of games that are RPGs with PvP aspects, so why is League of Legends itself so enticing? Why does this game still have over 100 million players even though it's been out for 10 years? Because on top of this game being a PvP game, an RPG, and a social game, it does something that no other game can do well or every other game fails at doing. It gives you an entire condensed gaming experience in a short amount of time whenever you play. In fact, it happens so fast that you're okay with starting at 0 again because you'll be at 100 in no time. I could explain. When you play a real RPG, say MapleStory, grinding basically becomes second nature. You kill the same thing over and over again in order to level up, in order to get skill points, in order to get some variation in the way that you play. And this can take hours. I mean, it used to take hundreds, and in some games, it still does. But League of Legends isn't like that at all. In League of Legends, 30 minutes makes you feel like you played a whole game through. Everyone started with nothing. You've gained your levels, you've unlocked your abilities, you've bought your armor, you've bought your swords, and you've had gigantic big brain battles against people and monsters alike. You've either won or lost, but no matter what happened, you did it all. If you ever wondered why you felt so drained after a hard-fought game of League of Legends, it's because there's so much happening in such a little amount of time that you're practically thinking at 10 times the speed. What did they build? Who did they choose? Which one of them is fed? Do they have a Seraphine? What should I eat while I sit at Fountain because Jack solo killed me 3 times top and I didn't get a fucking gank? You know, the usual. And giving you such a condensed, full experience in a short amount of time is something that is nearly impossible in every other genre. But there's one final thing that keeps this game alive for so long, and that is versatility through growth, aka patching. When you play a competitive game, there's always going to be balance issues. Balance is something that is so unachievable because when it comes to competitive games, there's always going to be one character that is just better than the others. But League of Legends, for as long as I can remember, has been getting patched every 2 weeks. For 10 fucking years. And a lot of these updates have been huge. We've gotten map changes, we've gotten huge nerfs, we've gotten new items. I mean, in the most recent patch, they even added a real person into the game. That's my second Seraphine is real joke in the video. Let me know that. And because of the constant patching and changing and updating, the content in the game somehow manages to stay fresh and rewarding. Maybe your favorite character is really strong, so you abuse them whenever you can. But every single time you play the game, the enemy team has the exact same character. Or you're playing ranked and draft pick and you can't play your character anymore because everyone bans them out. Well, in a lot of cases, Riot can just come in and nerf your character or the items that they build to force you to play differently. Or even force you to learn someone else. Which, rightfully so, makes a lot of people mad. I myself miss Skarner's AP healing ratio on his E. A Look it up. But even though the balance team is something that a lot of people like to attack and ridicule because they don't agree, they are the only reason this game is still standing today. Can you imagine if every character was the same as they were when they were released? Can you imagine still getting one-shotted by Zoe? Can you imagine Zed's W being instant? Can you imagine LeBlanc's chain being a silence? Can you imagine old Sion?
Get on my chopper!
This list goes forever! Over 140 characters exist in League of Legends, and almost every single one of them has had a chance to shine in the meta. Whether it was through item changes, new runes, reworks, or all of the above. Balance changes make League of Legends feel like a new game like every other month, which is amazing and commendable no matter how you look at it. League of Legends has somehow stayed with us for so long because in its nature, League is a game that will continue to grow and change and adapt. It's been out for 10 years and a lot of the older generation has quit, but the fact that the game is still going so strong is uniquely special. The characters are amazing for the most part. There's enough change to keep it refreshing, and Season 11 is starting to look like fucking Mad Max. It was pretty dope. League is addicting because at the end of the day, it's just a very good game. And no matter how many memes we like to make about this game sucking ass, it doesn't. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you agree. So now, I need to ask you guys something. What was your favorite moment in League of Legends? A lot of the old comment section in the other video was negative, so let's make this one a positive one. What was your favorite League memory? I want to read them, and I might make a video talking about them because I have a lot of League memories myself. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I know this one was more analytical, just like the last one, but I have fun doing these sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now click the video that's on the screen. Click the video that's on the screen. You click that video, you'll be cool. Honest to God, I talked to God himself. He said if they click the annotation in your video, they will be cooler instantly. I will grant them cool points from the heavens. I'll sprinkle it on them like a topping on a cake.